Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
This is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw. That sounds terrible.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in Raw.
What's up? It's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you are watching Going In Raw.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. And you are tuned in to Going In Raw right now. How you doing?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, special WWE 2K18 preview edition. We've got details, folks.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to be invited out to 2K's offices to get some info on WWE 2K18, and we are going to pass this info along to all of you.
I love when they do that, man, because we get to see friendos. Like Chris Danker was there, Pulse was there, Luge was there. Who am I missing?
Tony the Pizza Guy.
Oh yeah, Tony Pizza Guy. He was there. It was a lot of fun. So anyways, yeah, they did this spectacular little slideshow thing, giving us some info. So we're gonna pass that info on to you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
In a nutshell, Larson, impressed or not impressed?
I'm excited.
Me too.
I know what we do is a very specific thing. I don't know how many other people do what we do.
In the gaming realm, you mean?
Yeah, in terms of, you know, how they play and release content based around WWE 2K games.
We like to form, like, we need to make little, like, basically sort of machinimated stories.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We book our own territories.
Yeah, exactly.
So some of the changes and improvements that we were told about, I think will really help kick things up to a new level next year, later this year.
It's going to accomplish two things for us and for our audience. Number one, it could potentially make things easier for us.
Yes.
And number two, it could allow us to expand the scope of what we do as it pertains to the Friendo Unified Championship Wrestling IP.
Yes. Very much so. So, you know, they mentioned some details. A lot of stuff they didn't go into specifics because they can't.
Right.
But what they managed to do was give us a pretty good estimate of what we can expect on October 17th when the game is released.
Yeah, we didn't get to play anything. It's like too early for that.
Yes.
They're still working on stuff.
Yes. So let's jump into it. Start with like my player and my career mode.
Yeah.
So with my player, there's going to be new progressions, new upgrades, and they're going to introduce what they call fighting styles.
So this is like when you're creating my player. So it's like, you know, you get to choose, I would imagine you get to choose from any of these, you know, fighting styles. If you want to be a Braun Strowman type,
Who can do corkscrew planches?
I'm sure you could probably still do that.
Probably. But I wonder if it's a situation where you say, I want to be...
Right now, when you, not to cut you off, right now when you create your player, like in the MyCareer mode, for example, you're stuck with one set of defaults.
Yeah.
Now it'd be like 5 set of defaults, and you can
go
customize
through and
them
customize them later as you progress with the game and upgrade your character.
Right.
Yes.
One of the biggest concerns that some of the people there in attendance had with 2K17 had to do with MyCareer mode. And MyCareer mode seems to be this will be really interesting to see how they execute it, because they have something in MyCareer mode. They're going harder on story.
Yes.
So it's going to be a shorter experience, but I mean that's all relative because my career in 2K17 seemed endless.
Vast.
That's a nice way of putting it. So the story mode in that, it'll be a shorter experience with an actual ending. It's gonna they're updating the promo engine 2.0.
Yeah.
So they're upgrading the promo engine,
And also, perhaps most interestingly, is they're going to allow you to roam freely backstage.
I wonder what that means. That sounds to me, and this is, I did not ask, this is not confirmed, but I'm speculating. I wonder if that's going to be maybe a hub of some sort.
It could be.
Like you roam around backstage and you initiate certain things
That
back
could be.
there. I mean, you see Paul Heyman dicking around on his phone. Hey, Paul. Or you go up to him, put the cocaine.
Or you
clutch
go
on.
up to say you're in NXT and you go up to William Regal and you can talk about, you have a brief back and forth about you know, whether you're on the card or not, and that's when you find out, okay, your match of the night is such and such.
I want to walk up to Michael Hayes.
There you go.
And just start asking him stories about the Freebirds.
I don't think you'll be able to do that. But I could be wrong.
Has that not been confirmed?
Hasn't been confirmed yet.
This is exciting, although there are like no details about it. But there will be a new online multiplayer game mode called Road to Glory. We didn't get anything more than that. But all those words put together in a sentence like that is really cool.
It's a good name.
It is.
It's a good name for a game mode. Something that really affects what we do, creating things.
Yes.
Because not only do we create characters, arenas, and so on for our wrestling promotions, we have friendos out there send their creations to us. So there's some interesting improvements and new additions in this respect. First, create a match. You can make a match.
Yes.
Like a custom match.
Yeah, and you can save that.
And then book it, not only in, like if you play an exhibition match, but also in universe mode.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I assume you can create your own stipulation based on certain customization options.
Right.
Book it, play it. Normally, universe mode. Also, they improved the creative video. So if I remember correctly, after you play a match, you go to the clip. You have to set up your camera angle or angles, and then export that to Video Creator, and then you can't touch it after that. That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Now
it was so 2K17 it was fairly convoluted. I don't think I know a bunch of our friendos did. I didn't use that, and then I went into like custom videos where you can like insert your character into various scenes, and it took so long to load. So hopefully they're gonna.
So now my understanding was that you capture a clip, and then you take that clip, you bring it over to the Video Creator, and in there you can
free cameras. Yeah, that sounds cool. They are aiming for a more realistic experience. So this was cool because they gave us like sort of a side-by-side comparison. A new graphics engine with improved lighting and rendering. Because the impression that we got, and they straight up said this, because they're not going to be porting to previous gen. This is the first one they're doing that's not going to be on PS3, Xbox 360. That has seemingly freed up a lot of resources.
All their man hours.
Right,
dedicated to the current gen systems.
Right, exactly. So we're getting a new graphics engine with improved lighting and rendering. We did see an entrance, and it did look distinctly different.
Yes.
And cooler.
New arenas, new chants. There's a new ring announcer.
Who is it going to be, Larson?
JoJo.
Booyah! That's awesome.
New commentary team.
This is also, so obviously the commentary in 2K17 has not been great.
No.
And so we got a brand new commentary team. Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton.
Correct.
So that's fantastic.
And they spoke quite a bit about how they were given kind of more consistent access to not just commentators, but the team, or at least members of it, with the goal of having the commentary come off as more organic and not quite so canned. So apparently they did a lot more recording of the commentary team side by side at the Performance Center, in hopes that it will lead to a more organic commentary experience for players of the game. I found this interesting. Sound profiles tailored for each venue.
Yeah.
So the audience will sound the same across all venues. Of course, when you're in a huge stadium, the crowd is going to sound different than if you were at the NXT arena.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I believe one of the developers mentioned that at one of the smaller venues, you can actually hear individual
that's neat.
People saying things from the crowd, which is pretty cool. The backstage brawls. More.
I know this isn't going to be in there, but I really want like a high school gymnasium.
Bingo hall.
Bingo hall would be
yes,
great.
That'd be neat. Backstage brawls. More. Not just in size and scope, but locations.
Yeah. So the backstage area itself is going to be triple the size from what it was in 2K17. And there's going to be more locations. I forget if he said how many there were altogether.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he said something about parking docks, right?
He said loading docks.
Loading docks,
and
sorry.
I think parking lot, maybe. I do remember parking docks for sure, but I'm sorry, loading docks for sure.
Also, more interactive objects in the backstage area. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Also, Universe Mode is going to see some changes. Expanded story system. Again, not a whole lot of details.
Yeah, not a lot of details there, but they did seem to take into account some of the complaints about Universe Mode, how it seems fairly not the most dynamic Universe Mode in terms of story, and they did seem to want to place an emphasis on that. So we're going to see an expanded story system in Universe Mode. That will be very interesting as it pertains to what we do.
Yes.
Because, we've been going back and forth a little bit or we've been brainstorming a lot about how to approach the next iteration of the Friendo Unified Championship franchise.
And it kind of goes back to the conundrum we faced when we started doing fun wrestling in WGPW. Because at first the idea was to do it in universe mode. But because we like to control everything, we didn't want to let the AI in the game book our storylines. We want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if we see that universe mode now actually can achieve the results that we hope for, it might be kind of fun to insert a bit of randomness.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Into things and see how we adjust based on that. That could be fun.
Yeah. Gameplay. So this is kind of interesting. There's a new carry and drag system. So you can, right now in 2K17, you hit, I forget what you hit.
I think it's R1 and L1, and you can drag people while they're prone on the ground.
Apparently that's been upgraded. And so not only is there a new drag system, you can actually carry, you can pick somebody up, carry them, and then from the carry position, you can execute moves.
Yeah, you can pick someone up, carry a move, do a move. They have time to reverse or to fight out of the carry. So that's pretty cool. That, and then what they called the position feeding system, where sometimes you play the game now and you get hit and you just fall and you just lay there. Sometimes some of the falls are a little awkward. Well, now what will happen is if you get hit, you fall. If you fall, say near the corner, you might try to pull yourself up a little bit.
Right.
So you're sitting against the corner. Yeah. So it could lead, to more dynamic or interesting combination of moves instead of just you having to pick up your opponent or put them into submission or kick them on the ground or something like that.
Right.
Cool. Also, 8-man matches.
This was huge. Everybody kind of gasped when they saw it.
Yeah.
So we can now, 8-man matches.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. So so that includes 4-on-4 tag matches, 8 men in the Royal Rumbles at the same time, battle royals,
and ladder
matches.
I wonder if you can do 4-corner tag matches.
So many people.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
That's 4 times 2 is...
That's 8.
8.
That is 8.
That's 8
so maybe it could be 4-man tag matches or 4-corner tag matches.
There's a revamped Royal Rumble. I'm not sure. So I think they mean, like, one of the things is when somebody runs out in a Royal Rumble, you don't see the entryway. And I thought I remember one of the guys saying that, that's a bugaboo of his too.
Yeah.
One of the developers.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to get that.
Yeah. Also, a new and improved elimination chamber, redesigned, new animations.
I love the way the old Aki games used to do, the N64 games, where it would like leave the action.
Yeah.
Like you'd be in the middle of a move and like,
fly, It would fly over the ring to the entrance ramp if someone ran out.
And you just see their face like running at you. It was great. Go back to that. New elimination chamber. That should be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then finally, online. Backstage brawls are coming to online. And again, a very important thing for us. Search in the creations is going to be improved because that's been an issue with us trying to find friendo creations.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to know that we can put in a hashtag or two and with a fairly high degree of confidence find what we're looking for.
I'm looking forward to, I think what I'm just going to do is get us a PS4 Pro, and that'll be our singular rig, and we can just, all of our stuff will go
everything's on there.
Because right now, I got my PS4, he's got his PS4. I was like undoing wires and shit. It's like, oh wait,
the time.
And, hey, let's do a superstar trade off or a mix up, whatever we called it. And then we're like, wait, crap, how do I find?
We can't find who we're looking for in search.
Where's Heel Supreme? I don't know. Let me create him. So it's like a different Heel Supreme.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like my PS4 doesn't work that well.
Yeah. So anyways, it'll be interesting to see how, I mean, there's a lot of ambitious stuff here. It's going to be interesting to see what the execution is like. The one thing that we sort of known from our days doing gaming stuff is that development is a process that happens not over the span of 1 year, but over many years.
Several years, yes.
In bits and pieces. And so, but these are all good steps. It's obvious that they're paying attention to what people want.
Yes.
And so, it's kind of exciting.
Very much so. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. So thanks again to 2K Games for bringing us out. It was a blast. It was fun.
Yes.
And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.